Welcome to the oil stream. 12:02 in Edmonton. Tom Gazzola, YouTube Trev, Hernan, the man Salas, bringing us into the show. Welcome back, pal.
He's back.
He is back.
I'm from Barcelona.
Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sure good to see you.
Yes.
Hernan, how was vacation?
And illness.
Yeah, I was on a vacation. I didn't think I'd see you guys again.
That bad, eh?
Oh, no.
So there was a lot of speculation, a lot of talk that you just...
concern.
Some concern, but a lot of guys, Gager, was like, he just... You know, because you had vacation, you had days off, and then you were also sick.
Yeah, but I booked him before, and it kind of worked out perfect because there's
Threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maddie for filling in.
Yes.
He's the real
MVP.
the real MVP.
Yes.
But lots to get to, los petroleros.
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor. ¿Qué pasó anoche?
Yes.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, they're back in
Thank you.
action tonight. We will discuss ad nauseum.
Yeah.
I know you're going to get into it on ESD afternoons, but we haven't seen you in a little bit. What are you thinking right now with this team?
They'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not concerned.
That's good.
How many games left? Four?
4.
They're
Three
going to
after
the
tonight.
playoffs.
They have I think, a 98% chance of making the playoffs.
We'll
That's
see
good,
what
right?
Dry and Hyman bring to the table, even if they can bring something to the table. If not, they might be in trouble, Thomas.
You are in a good state of mind right
I
now.
am.
You are not stressed. You've been smoking a lot of cigarettes, haven't you?
No, I've been off the darts, man.
No.
Chest infection, throat infection.
Antibiotics?
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Damn.
It was rough.
Did you have soccer on your days off?
Yeah, I didn't go, though.
Did you get Angelica sick, or is she okay?
No, she's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't get anyone sick. So I should be good. I have a lingering cough, but I just don't want it to scare people because people still get kind of...
Leery?
I don't want to be around you, but I'm not contagious anymore.
You
but
didn't get anyone sick, but you're a sick puppy.
I'm a sick puppy, man.
Yeah, you
LT didn't even want to acknowledge you today.
LT wouldn't go near me today.
Stay away
are.
from me.
Saying something.
Stay away from me.
It was like COVID again. He had the measuring tape out and
And he was
10 feet, man.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he
Eric
can't get
doesn't mess
sick,
around.
man. He's got places to be.
Yes, he does. He's a
Yeah.
busy boy.
He has places to walk to.
Well, welcome back, Nanso.
Thank you. It's good to see you boys.
It's
man.
just good to see the whole crew's here. Dusty's the only one. He'll be
Yeah.
back soon, I think, tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're expecting him tomorrow,
Good.
which will be nice. It's been good to have GMO.
JMO's
He's
been
amazing,
awesome.
man.
Mm-hmm.
He's great. Yes.
And you know what?
I've learned a
Just
lot from him.
being at
Yeah.
home too, like watching all the shows. It's great. It's a great product.
We have a
Obviously, I'm
tremendous
biased.
station.
I'm biased,
We're obviously biased.
but trust me, it's
Second to none.
I
by
trust
far
you.
the best.
Yeah.
By far the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
So you watched us?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He just watched you.
that's awesome,
While you
man.
slept.
Yeah.
That's cool. That makes me feel great. I used to
Gonna
watch
be
you guys too.
where are you tonight?
We're at Hudson's White Avenue.
Oh,
Come
look at
join.
that.
Wing Wednesday.
No, I probably still shouldn't be out in public, so
You do what
He's
you
into
need to
it.
do.
I'm gonna rest and get ready for the playoff.
Excellent, because it starts in a week and a half. And those who are fit, limber, and willing, come join us. Take advantage of Wing Wednesday. A lot of great game day specials. Connor and the crew want you to come down to Hudson's White. I saw BP Tony and Curtis might be coming down. It'd be awesome to see them. We will be with them on Saturday.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, BP 170th, which is going to be great. It's going to be the last on location of the regular season. We're getting things planned out for the playoffs. Looking like we're going to be at Ice House for home games, and hopefully we're going to be at BP or Hudson's or both for road games during the postseason. And, of course, the oil stream presented by Boston Pizza, our good friends. Take advantage of game day specials, $5 off medium pizzas, $1 off of Molson and Coors tankards. And when we're there, Tony and Curtis hook up a lot of great prizes. Welcome back, Nancito. Give me some love. There we go. Hola.
Oh,
And so we'll be. I'm
Gracias.
sure I haven't connected with Tony yet on prizing for Saturday, but I feel like on a Saturday matinee,
yes.
people feeling good, looking ahead to the postseason. I feel like he'll have some good stuff, as he always does.
Absolutely.
And then tonight, game day specials at Hudson's. Great location, great vibe. Different than a BP. And you're on White Ave, you know?
awesome.
Hopefully this crappy snow melts and it just turns into a little moisture for the soil.
Yes.
They get some of the dust off the roads, all that stuff. And then hopefully it's a pleasant evening tonight and we can all hang out together and watch the Oilers and maybe they win.
Great Caesars.
Maybe they win.
Great Caesars. Are you a big Caesar guy? Do you like
No,
Caesars?
I'm not. I for whatever reason, I don't like Caesars.
Really?
I've had many and I usually don't finish them. I have a few sips and I'll be like, thank you, appreciate it. Usually at golf
They do it
tournaments. They're like, do you want a Caesar?
Yeah.
That's exactly how they all ask.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
At
Do you
golf
want a
tournaments?
Caesar? And at the golf tournament, usually the people
yeah.
who are asking, they have long hair and they
Yes.
wear short shorts and tight shirts.
Yes, they do.
And then you go, yeah, okay. And I don't really want one. I just want to interact.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they give me, I'm like, oh,
Lure
that's
you in.
great. I make the best Caesars.
Yes.
They all say it. It's like
it's
it's
the
like a
same
textbook line.
It's code, bro. It's
Yeah,
code.
and
They all
then-
know what they're doing.
And then I go, do you want my number? No.
Yeah.
And then I move on and throw out the Caesar in front of. I'm just
Damn it.
kidding. I don't do that.
Just
Can't wait for
throw it.
golf season.
shank
Can't
one.
wait. Yeah.
Shank one.
Watch me crush this
see this
drive. Just shank it.
Yo, that's always good.
Stop.
Oh,
Serious.
so funny.
Oh boy. And
That's
then
fun.
and the gallery approves. It is Masters Week, and we'll all be
Finish it.
politely watching golf this Sunday, I'm sure. Thursday through Sunday. But lots of hockey, of course. Just 3 games tonight in the National Hockey League, and we're going to break down what we saw last night with Trev, and we want to hear from you, 780-218-9999. Hop into the nasty chat if you're watching live on YouTube. Thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. And if you haven't subscribed to our station, please do. We appreciate that very, very much. All right, I didn't get like your full breakdown on the morning show of the Oilers last night, but now that we're on the appropriate show, which is the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza, I want to hear from you about last night.
Yeah. Thoughts from last night's game, Tommy. There was some pros, but there were also some cons. The pros,
Sure.
I like that all 4 lines got on the score sheet.
That was nice.
I like that the Oilers were able to bounce back after the Mammoths scored one.
That was nice
And
too.
scored another one. They were able to bounce back, so that was good.
Yep.
What else do I have for pros here? Sorry, one sec.
Power play scored.
Power play scored. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, just looking at like
Now, don't ask the method because it's not a typical power play goal.
They don't ask how. They ask how many.
Yes.
Is what they say.
They also gave up a shorty, though.
Yes, they did. And yeah, going into the cons, they could not hold the lead. Another shorty, Jari. I think he looked lost last night.
Yeah.
You could argue the Oilers weren't maybe
Ask me.
tip-top shape in front of him.
No, they weren't. That's fair. But ask me. It's okay to ask me about him.
Tom Gazzola, what were your thoughts on Jari last night?
The game's not there yet.
Nah, it's not.
It's not there yet.
It's not there. Aside from, definitely the shorty, he would be the first to say, I feel like almost...
What was Bouchard doing on that one? By the
That
way?
was tough.
Didn't like the way he played it.
He did not play it good.
There were a couple moments in front of Jari where he didn't get help.
Yeah.
Bouchard, unfortunately, to me, looked like early season Bouchard defensively.
He did. He was, it wasn't his best
Yeah.
game, that's for sure. He tried, and then again, I think it was early in the first.
Toe drag.
The toe drag that almost
good.
bit him in the butt.
Ekholm bailed him out there.
Yeah, man, he was wheeling last night.
Ekholm was
that
good.
was an exceptional play.
There's a pro.
Yeah. He was like, oh.
For doing pros and cons.
Yep.
A pro would be, I thought, Murphy and Nurse
Yeah.
as
they
a
were good.
pair.
They were good.
A con would be Wallman and Emberson.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
A pro would be Ekholm. A con would be Bouchard.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But another pro, Colton Dock, thought he was all around it. He was an impact player last
Good to
night.
see.
Got on the score sheet. Could have gotten on the score sheet a few more times. He definitely had his chances.
Blew that one shot wide in the first period.
Very early, yes. Just wicked wide. He's rusty. It's been a few games, 12 games,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That he missed. So, but it was good. He brought some physicality. He brought some energy. And it's kind of what I'm just looking at. It's the bottom 6. Like I thought, just looking at it right now, if this is how it is going into the playoffs, I don't mind it. I feel like, actually, I quite like it. I feel like everyone knows their role, and everyone, Colton Dock, Jones, Henrique Dickinson, Lazar Frederick, every single player is totally okay with playing those minutes. Like, and I feel like they can make an impact with the minutes, because it's not easy to go in there and maybe not play the most minutes at times. But these guys, they're pros. They're all pros. And I don't know. That's one of my big takeaways. And it's good. They were able to score. Do you expect that all the time? No. But they didn't hurt the Oilers, I don't think. They were able to get on the score sheet. And that's a great pro. We look at, Draisaitl going out, players stepping up. I love, like, this is one thing that we didn't really know heading into the next few games after Draisaitl was injured, ruled out for the rest of the season, is what's going to happen now? And we got some answers here. I like the bottom six right now. And I think this is something they can build on. And it's very encouraging when Draisaitl and Hyman return, because, I mean, I love this top six, or I love the bottom six.
I have to ask you a question about something in the top six when you're done.
Yeah, that was just it. It's nice to see. I love the bottom six. That's not something I can say I've really said for the Oilers for the last few years.
No, it was a big issue for a while, and we talked about it a lot on many shows on our station.
Yeah, but even if you're not scoring, all these guys, they know what to do, and they're not hurting them defensively. They're crashing and banging and generating some chances. They are. And so I love the bottom six right now. I'm very happy with how they're performing.
Question.
Yes, answer.
Oh, good. What did you think of the Nugent-Hopkins, Roslovic-Kapanen combination last night?
I think that was maybe the line that I didn't really notice the most.
-6 combined.
-6, eh? Oh, damn. Well,
Roslovic -3,
there you go.
Nugent-Hopkins -2, Kapanen -1.
Yeah. So they didn't generate a lot of chances. Nugent-Hopkins was able to capitalize, I feel like, on that one, the only chance that
Great
they
play
had.
by Kapanen.
Yeah, that was
a
good.
Down.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was smooth. So aside from that, like, that really saved them. And I wouldn't even say that's the best way to put it, but it was nice that they were able to at least score on their only chance. Like, I honestly think that was the only chance they really generated. So yeah, that line, they definitely got to figure that out. But I will say, I like Hyman, obviously, with Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic a lot more.
Well said. I'm reading Troll's text. You can text us 780-218-9999. Troll says, do you guys think there's still enough time to fire Knobloch and hire Bruce Cassidy? Or do they have to wait until the offseason? Yes, I'm trolling. Well played, sir. Well played.
Troll.
Troll is trolling. He is in fine form on this Wednesday. Norm saying hello to Hernan. Welcome back. Sounds like all the couples counseling with you and Evan has paid off. That is a good...
They're figuring it out.
They're figuring it out. Him and Evan Dom. And then Baggio says, what happened to Dusty? Ill signing a new deal to be the voice of NHL on TSN East. Please say it ain't so. No. There's, I think Marshall's on the IR and he's taking care of him. So I'll leave it at that. And hopefully Marsh is good to go and Dusty's ready to rock. And we'll welcome him back with open arms. All right, you can text us, 780-218-9999. Jump into the nasty chat. Your thoughts on last night's loss to the Utah Mammoth. And now Edmonton takes on the San Jose Sharks tonight. We're live at Hudson's White Avenue for the pre- and post-game shows. Like I said earlier, game day specials, and just a good time at Hudson's White. Myself, Sean Bell, Derek Van Diest will also be on location
DVD.
from NHL.com. He'll be our visitor report guest, and we'll be there throughout the night and for the post-game show, and hopefully you do come on down and join us. It's different than a BP Clairview or a BP 170th vibe. Yet some of the U of A students that come, they take advantage of Wing Wednesday. Ugh. Some of them won the Hot Wing Challenge.
Ugh.
Yep.
Flashbacks.
And we're going to have a good time on Hudson's White Ave.
Always a grand old time.
Okay. Little bit of concern because these last 3 games haven't been tight, like airtight.
Yeah, Chicago, Vegas.
Yeah, sloppy, sloppier, and then cleaned up a little bit concerning third period.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Mammoth were all over him. It kind of just seemed like I got that the Oilers were just so okay trying to get 1 point. Like they were I don't know. There was no push. Like
I think they got leaned on
Was it
by the
them
Mammoth.
sitting back, or
No.
was it Mammoth just like, okay, we got them right where we want them? Like
I think the Mammoth pushed.
we smell the blood, we taste the blood. Is that
I
the saying?
think they just forced Edmonton.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like that last, it was for sure right after the dot goal is when you really started to see the push. But I think it was 10 minutes left in the third. You know, every team in the final 3 minutes of a game, 4 minutes of a game, there's always, you expect a push. For the Oilers, that's right around when they start, you know, if they're down, it's the 5 minute mark that they, okay, let's start, you know, really bringing it on. Teams sit back, but it was like that, like 15 minutes to 10 minutes left. Like they wanted that goal and they got it. It wasn't 5 minutes left in the third. No, it was 15 minutes left. They really, we're rolling all lines there. And then going back to just quickly with,
Go for it.
I know it is a tough ask, or it's not a tough ask. You expect the second line for the Oilers to at least show up, but I will say I do like the Cooley, Gunther. Like those guys they're going to be, you know, rock stars for the Mammoth for years to come. And I got to give a shout out to Yamamoto.
Yes.
I thought he was kind of all over it last night.
It was nice to see, honestly.
Yeah, that's I'm happy for Yamamoto. I really am. So that second line that's a really it's a skilled, fast, just energetic and hungry line, and there's that. But regardless, they're all pros, and Kapanen, Nuge, and Roslovic. That line shouldn't be -6, whatever it is.
Yes.
So-
All right. That's fair.
Yes.
And Eden, speaking of that line, says, boys, that second line, awful. I don't know if the D pair, Wallman and Emberson, mattered, but the combo of those five guys could not break up a single cycle all game. Never mind generating chances. Eden, yes, 100%. I'm with you on that one. Troll adding a 5-4 win would have been nice because, like someone said, that win will give Utah confidence in a future playoff series.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like every team, whether you're a playoff team, every team, maybe aside for the Vancouver Canucks, should have a sense of belief with where they're going. And, you know, I put the Mammoth in that. Like, they should know. Like, there's a lot of belief in that room, but
there should be.
Last night, like, definitely, like, that just,
it's a shot in the
now
arm.
they, you know, for sure know. They believe they can beat the Oilers, but now, okay, you know, we can hang in there with this team that's been to back-to-back Cup finals. So, yeah, they're a good team. And I know a lot of people, there's been conversation. Are they good? Well, no,
yes.
They're a solid team.
They're good.
Like, if you're a Mammoth fan, you got to be very happy with the future of Utah. Like Gunther, Cooley, all, you know, early 20s, and really just coming into their own right now.
Yeah, you got Lawson Krause, who's become a good veteran. Clayton Keller is excellent.
He waived his no trade to go there.
For a reason, yeah.
Yeah, like
Nikki
he
Olczyk was telling us about that.
Yeah, so a lot to look forward to for that organization.
It's a good team. Now, Karel Vejmelka, bad against Edmonton, pretty good against everyone else.
Yeah. And it is funny too, because it doesn't really make sense to me. But whenever we're just watching the Oilers and the Coyotes growing up, I was always bored.
Really? I know.
Always
That's like me
bored.
in Minnesota. It's like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely Minnesota.
All right.
Growing up, oh, geez.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy to see the Wilds. They're a fun, exciting team to watch now.
Finally.
But just the Coyotes was always 2-1. Well, you know, just not really entertaining games. And
that's the style they would play. They would lull you to sleep, take advantage of minimal opportunities.
That's not what we're seeing with Utah now.
Not anymore. No.
And is it just the players that they have?
I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Andre Tourigny, they had patience with him. There's a franchise that stuck with their coach through some lean years and believed in him, thought we've got a good one, and he's working with this group, and they're on the up and up.
Yeah,
Utah, without question, is on the up and up. Right now, they're in a really hard division. They got to deal with it. That's their problem. And so far, so good. I'm encouraged by the Utah Mammoth. If I was looking at them and I go, okay, it's not a deadbeat franchise like the Coyotes were.
Yeah.
They have an
Fans
owner.
are into it.
Fans are into it. The city likes them. There's lots of intrigue. They're investing in the team and doing things right. It's not a hockey wasteland like the Coyotes became. So it's good to see everybody I talked to. I talked to Catherine Bogart, who's with the Mammoth. She was with the Devils prior to that. She's like, this is a fantastic setup, and she'd worked for a couple teams prior. So
I think I even saw a Zamoth on the ice last night.
the Zamoth. What do you make of the Zamboni?
Man, I thought it was cool. Like
The Zamoth. Yeah, it's not a Mamboni. It's a Zamoth.
Zamoth.
Yeah,
I know. I was getting confused with how it's said as well.
I learned.
Was it the Zamoth?
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
You know what's funny about that is because in Oklahoma City when I was down there, they wouldn't call it the Zamboni. They'd be like, "We're zamming the ice.
That's stupid.
Get the zam out there."
Yeah.
And now the zam. I'm like, yes.
They also call Coke Sprite down there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
All sodas they call Coke.
Yeah, so,
and then you'll be like, no, I don't want a Coke. I want a 7-Up. Okay.
Oh, Coke.
Do you want a Coke? No, I want a 7-Up. They'd be like, yeah, and I'll get a Coke.
Yeah.
And then the people would be like, what kind of Coke?
Yeah, that's weird.
You'd be like, Dr. Pepper. It's like, well, hang on. Just ask for Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There's something in the water down there, but
it's different.
We're talking about the Zamoth. That's new.
Yeah.
I thought it was sick. Like
Yeah.
seeing the photos, I thought it looked cool, man. Like honestly, I thought it was very unique. Obviously, it was unique, and I thought they absolutely crushed it. It looked great, and I want to kind of you guys were talking about it on the Hangout. We were talking about it on the Nielson show today.
Do you remember the fan bony?
No, no, I actually don't. That was the thing.
That was the thing here.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want more, and I saw all these renderings on Twitter earlier today of all the other themed ones around the NHL. I was like, you know what? I can get behind that. I wish the NHL would do something. It's fun, for the kids.
Oilers had the fan bony.
The fan bony. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But an oil derrick, that would be cool, or just a truck themed one.
An F-150.
An F-150.
As we were joking on the Hangout.
Yeah. So I thought it was cool. Great execution. I think it looks just chef's kiss on the ice. I thought that was sweet. The Zamoth. The name, though, the name's a little weird.
I remember when I worked for OEG, formerly Rexall Sports and Entertainment, they were decommissioning. They were getting rid of the fan bony, and they just had it. And they're like, what do we do with the fan bony?
Yeah.
It was like when they had the oil derrick, which is now outside of Molson House in Fort Hall. It was in storage somewhere.
The fan bony.
No, the
derrick.
The derrick, yeah.
Okay.
It's like, well, you got to put it somewhere. It's like, well, where do we put it?
Yeah.
So also the derrick, I remember my buddy Rich Myers took over game day presentation, and he put LED lights on it in his run as game day or game presentation director. And he's like, yeah, we had to lower that thing, and it had like an inch of dust caked onto it.
Oh.
Like, it was disgusting. So they literally like cleaned it off. And then put LEDs on it to kind of give it some new life. And now they had to cut it down a little bit, and it sits to the entrance outside of the hockey house at Molson Hockey House. And it's a neat character add to Fort Hall.
I like it in Fort Hall, but I still think it would be cool to bring it back. Was that
it was cool.
Kind of like the Zamboni there. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's different. Was that not an NHL thing? Like the Predators, did they not come through like a
Predator logo?
The Sharks, did they not?
The shark head.
Yeah, like that's. I don't think
it's totally up to the team.
I don't think teams are really doing that though.
Dallas anymore. Stars have like a star they come through. It's just up to the team. You want to do it? Go for it.
Yeah,
as long as it's safe and it doesn't have any busted cables. And
I like it. Sign me up for more of those.
More of that, please. Yeah.
I like that kind of thing.
Adds to the game environment for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, 780-218-9999. If you want to text us your thoughts maybe on last night's game, you want to look ahead to tonight, absolutely. The Oilers taking on the San Jose Sharks. Last back-to-back of the season for the Oil. Back-to-backs have not been kind to them this year, and we'll see if they can bounce back after OT loss yesterday in Utah. We're inside the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. And of course, over at Popeyes, you could take advantage of the $4 faves. That's a mini chicken sandwich, mini chicken wrap. You can also get the nugs. You can get the fries and indulge in the plethora of delicious sauces. My go-to is the blackened ranch.
Yes.
Delicious. And then if I get a meal at Popeyes, it's the classic chicken sandwich, mac and cheese, and my Coke of choice is cherry,
Oh, yes. Yes,
which
it
is actually Coca-Cola product. They also have the $5.49 mini combos. You get a beverage, mini crispy chicken sandwich or wrap, and then some fries. Great deal.
I did something I never do.
Tell me.
I always like, if I have something and I like it, I'm having it for life. I never change it up.
You don't veer?
No.
No veering?
That's not how I do it. But I don't know why earlier Monday, I had Popeyes and I wanted with chicken strips, I had garlic parm instead of ranch.
And?
So good.
I know.
I was so happy with my choice. So
Very good choice.
if you want to dabble, try something new, do that.
Joaquin brought in garlic parm dipping sauce. I think it was the Frank's Red Hot version for some of the concoctions he makes and cooks up here. And I've since been hooked. It's a staple in my fridge now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man. That sounds good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Great dipping sauce option. Library Pat texting in says, as much as Jari did not inspire confidence, neither did Vejmelka. If that is the matchup and they persist in starting him, Oilers will prevail.
Yep.
Library Pat, I'm with you on that. Vejmelka, his numbers are decent this year. His win-loss record's great. But he sucks against the Oilers. He's now 2-6-1 lifetime versus Edmonton. And his goals against average was just under 5 going into yesterday versus the Oil.
I'm always fascinated by that. Like how
it didn't go down last night.
How certain players either torch certain teams or certain players just kryptonite.
Yeah.
Like that's like it. Leon, he's talked about it. I don't know why I'm really good against the Predators. I just am. Like it's just one of those things. There's no real formula. There's no you can't really
a feel thing.
It's just a feel thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
that's a good correlation.
It is. Talking about Jari, Tommy, question
Tell
for
me
you.
more. Yeah, for sure.
Was that Jari's last game of the regular season? And I'll even go this far. Some people on the Nielsen show chimed in this morning saying, was that the last game he's ever going to play?
No, not his last game with the Oilers. They're stuck with him.
Yeah.
I think a buyout would be ridiculously stupid.
I agree.
Poor cap management. They have backed themselves into this corner with him. I'm not going to give them any relief on that.
Yeah.
Maybe he plays that Vancouver game, situation depending.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they're locked in, they know what they're going to finish at. Maybe they throw that game at him.
That's what I was kind of leaning towards.
Did you see a lot of Pickard texts this morning?
Well, yeah.
He can't be called up.
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, he could be a black ace. You could make him the backup. Now you might be going, well, what about the Condors playoffs? Well, they have Tompkins. They can call Unger back up. Those guys can handle the load in net for Bakersfield in the postseason. You can get Pickard back up here.
Yeah, we didn't get many Pickard texts this morning or chats, but I was listening on the postgame show last night, and I know you guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done it before when called upon, and I think he's done a pretty good job. He's definitely done what he was supposed to do for the Oilers when called upon. So do I, obviously you want Jari. It's an annoying situation because what the Oilers did to get this player, and now you're discussing, well, I don't know if management's discussing it, but fans, media, we're talking about it. Just not the best look, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting, but if that was, the solution or, what the Oilers do, fine, I guess.
Yeah. Deskra makes an interesting point and a good point. I think this is, again, the new reality of playoffs. We're with the cap in the playoffs now. Deskra says Pickard will be on the playoff roster to free up more cap space when Ingram plays. It can free up $5 million for the game day roster. Now, are they over Deskra? That's something I haven't looked at, but that is a very valid point and a good reminder.
Yeah.
Thank you for that reminder. Appreciate that. That's very true.
Did you happen to see there's a video trending yesterday on X?
I've been staying off of X quite a bit.
Fair enough.
I find it to be a hellhole.
Yes, it is.
Tell me more.
It was just Oilers management, I think the day of the trade deadline this year, just discussing the whole Dickinson trade, getting
Okay.
Doc and whatnot.
Okay.
I know a lot of people, like what I saw from it, the outpour, the majority of fans were like, oh, this is just a tough look. I don't know. I was just scared. You didn't happen to watch it. Or
I honestly didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't watch any Oilers content from Oilers TV. I don't care for that stuff.
Yeah. No,
I know
fair
enough
enough.
of what's going on.
My
so.
takeaway from it is Bowman just right away, and this was kind of what the fans were saying, and I kind of agree, is just, Mangiapane and a first. No one else would offer them a first. Let's offer them a first.
He said that?
Yeah. And I was just like, you don't even... Hey, I mean, what about a third? What about a second? It was just straight to the first. I thought that was interesting.
Now, listen, even when I was at Oilers TV, I wouldn't watch a lot of the inside the room stuff. And a lot of stuff, that's the other thing I will say too, is you see those clips, but it gets whittled down. And I know certain management types or past management types are always very concerned about the optics. Some don't care. Some are very concerned. I remember one of the first things Peter Chiarelli said to me when we had the announcement at Hotel McDonald and we went onto the patio to do our interviews. I talked to Bob Nicholson. I talked to Tom McClellan. I talked to Peter Chiarelli. And I said, hey, Peter, I'm Tom Gazzola. I'm the host of Oilers TV. Great to meet you. Welcome to Edmonton. And he's like, oh, nice to meet you, Tom. And he's like, you guys don't do anything like Behind the B, do you? Because he got burned. There was a clip on Behind the B that made him look awful. And it was brought up a lot on Twitter at the time. I paid more attention to it. And he still felt the burn from that.
Yeah.
That's why, like this clip that you're describing to me, I'm imagining it in your description and people reacting to it. You don't get the full story.
That's a good point. Yes.
And so that's why I'm always hesitant to like really
dive into that.
Yeah, and lean on management and how I feel about them on like, how long is that clip? A minute?
Yeah, just
and
under
it's
2
one
minutes.
line that people are really hooked on.
Yeah, that was the
demeanor. And listen, maybe it is how it went down. It could be. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying there's a lot more to it usually. And when it gets edited down, you only get that scope and you don't get the full perspective. And so I'm always kind of like,
That is true. They can be extremely misleading. Like, who knows?
Take it with a grain of salt, but sometimes it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Like, who knows right before, maybe we'll offer a second and third. Nope, that didn't make the,
right.
It is very easy.
And I'll say this. I'm not here to defend Stan Bowman. I don't think he's done a particularly great job with this roster. I'm eager to see what happens in the offseason, and I will also tell people to remind them it's him and Jeff Jackson working as a tandem.
Yeah.
Bowman's the point man. He's working with Jackson. So I don't get caught up in that kind of thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough, Tommy.
Do I think they paid a steep price at the end of the day? Yes.
Yeah.
Has it been effective to a certain extent? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Connor Murphy has helped. Darnell Nurse, we don't hear complaints about him as much.
Not nearly.
Dickinson has been a very solid addition in the bottom six.
And
they paid dearly for it. They weren't the only team at the deadline that paid dearly for pickups. Like Nick Dowd. What was the haul that Nick Dowd
he got
came
first.
in for? Yeah, and he's their fourth line center in
Yeah,
Vegas.
that was tough.
Right?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. Anyway.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Did it make him look really bad though, the Bowman one?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't
just
think
people
so. I think it was
jumped on
a little bit of an overreaction.
Not in this market.
Yes, as a matter of fact. But my only thing was just like, just straight to the first. No one else is offering up a first. But then, that definitely got his attention. A first. If it's a second or third, maybe not.
Do they even have a second right now? I think they've been firing those second round picks off to the moon lately.
Yeah.
Feels like I'd have to go look at Puckpedia. All right, keep those texts coming in, 780-218-9999. Hop into the nasty chat if you're watching live on YouTube. Tom and Trevor, Gazzola and YouTube.
Let's go.
That's your formal name now. Inside the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studios here on EST. And we're doing the oil stream brought to you by Boston Pizza. Let's dive into the inbox here. Richard chiming in before we look ahead to the San Jose game tonight. Richard says, hey, Tom, Want your views on remote broadcasting? I thought some of the Olympics coverage suffered because of this. Yesterday, Leafs radio Joe Bowen announced he's quitting. The last 5 years, we've had to broadcast road games off TV monitors. Bowen said, "That's not what I signed up for." That's the quote as well. What do you think, Tom? From Richard. Do you want to add? Do you want to say something first?
I'm very intrigued. What you have
I
to
think
say there.
the remote broadcasting off of screens is bad. There's nothing good that comes out of it. The only thing it does is saves the company money.
Greasy.
Not sending people on the road. When you're at the arena, at the stadium, in the venue, you get a better broadcast because those people are inside the building. They see way more than what the camera can show them. And you're getting a full depth of the environment and the game and the situation that they're literally in. And when companies started going cheap like that, and the Leafs did that, and I think the Flames were doing that with their radio broadcast for a bit. Now Megan and Derek are back on location as they should be. It probably has made the broadcast better. So I dislike the remote play-by-play and analyst being in a studio like that. I think it's the cheap way out. I'm just going to say it. I know budgets are very important, but it does take away from the overall broadcast quality, in my opinion. Thank you for asking, Richard.
Bang on.
Olympics are tough because you can have a robust crew go to an Olympics, and that costs an arm and a leg, but you can also charge more for advertising. You got more attention on the Olympics. Hopefully we see less remote broadcasting and more on-location broadcasting. So, yes, Joe Bowen, I think that came in under Lamoriello, where they did that to the Leafs. They kicked them off the charter as well, which I thought was a BS move.
Really?
They're your team broadcasters.
Yeah.
They are paid by the same company. They're part of the quote-unquote part of the team. Usually those broadcasters get a cup ring. I think it's hot garbage to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing until my first year with the ST doing pre and post with you. And it was brought up, and I was like, wow, that's actually a thing. And then Dusty had a few choice words about it the next day on the Nielsen show. And I was just like, yeah, man, it's just such a tough look. It's sad. It's embarrassing.
It is. It's a bad look.
Like, you work so hard to get here. Not a lot of people get to do those jobs, and you finally get it. Okay. Oh, well, actually, we're going to have you stay here, and you get it. Like, why would anyone want to do that?
It's horseshit.
Yeah, it is. So,
sorry, pardon my language. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay, Tommy. It is.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
So
that's why I don't want to pursue play-by-play anymore.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. So, anyway.
All right, let's get back into the inbox. Timber Woodsman says, what's worse, trading for Jari or having to give Kulak on the trade? Fire Bowman into the sun, says Timber Woodsman. What would you react to Timber Woodsman with?
Probably getting Jari. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just getting... I would probably say that. It has not worked out. There was like a 2 or 3 game stretch where I was really encouraged, and it sold me so much so I was like, I made a few videos on it. I'm like, oh, this is great. And then since then, that has not been at all who we've seen. And I was always pretty stern in my opinion on Stuart Skinner and whatnot. But I think the Oilers would be better for sure right now with Stuart Skinner than Tristan Jarry in net. There, I said it. Okay. I said it.
It's okay.
I was wrong, okay?
Timber Woodsman was asking.
Yeah.
Let's go to this one. It says, I worked for the Oilers on game nights from the last couple of years in the WHA till 2000, 2001. Damn, good run. One of our pregame jobs was to press the dry ice to create the fog as the players came out onto the ice going under the oil derrick. The players hated the fog. During a prolonged losing streak, we decided we should give them an extra dose of the fog. As Brian Marchment was starting to walk into the fog, he said, it gets worse every game. To which my partner replied, oh, don't worry. You are bound to win a game eventually. He did manage to not have mush. tear him apart limb by limb. Yeah. Brian Marchment was a scary dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Brian Marchment. Joaquin has nothing but good things to say about him. Same with Louis DeBrusque. And maybe catch the hint. Win the damn game.
Yes.
That's a funny little ploy, though. And WHA years into 2000, 2001. So that would have been late 70s to 2000, 24, 25 years-ish. That's a good run. Troll says, I'm surprised the Leaves haven't switched to AI to try to call their games. And then what's crazy is they make a fortune. And they did that. Joe Bowen is a Hall of Famer.
Like, what is that? You're like pennies to the dollar.
It's BS. That's what ridiculous. It is.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
Tommy, as the playoffs approach, just a few more games left.
Absolutely.
4. What series would you most like to see for the Oilers? Round 1.
Like,
you could
do
say
I have to look at what would be most advantageous for Edmonton, or what series do I want to watch from an entertainment value and coverage value?
Entertainment, and which team would you think the Oilers have the best chances on beating?
Okay. Best chance of beating, I think Anaheim.
Yeah.
I think Vegas would give them a good run, and I think Utah would give them a good run. I would like to see them either against Utah or Vegas, because I think there's some spillover from last year with Vegas. I think that'd be a hell of a series. Utah, upstart, looking at a postseason berth, which is great for a franchise that was basically a bottom feeder for the last decade and a half, although it's a new quote-unquote expansion franchise, which is ridiculous. Edmonton's first loss to Utah, by the way, ever.
That's crazy.
I'm okay. Honestly, Trev, I'm okay with all of them. I do think Edmonton would take advantage of a youthful Anaheim team, so I think that would be the easiest one for them.
I agree.
And that's just slightly easier.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily care for the easier path. I think you got to earn it in the playoffs regardless. But I would like to see Edmonton, Vegas, or Edmonton, Utah.
Fair enough.
And I don't want to see Edmonton, LA. We've done that for 4 years.
I'm done. I'm done. I can't, Tommy. I can't handle it anymore. I don't want to see that.
How about you?
At all. I would definitely like the Ducks one. I like the Oilers' chances the most, and I think it would be the most entertaining. You could argue. I think all 3 of those teams would be very entertaining. That is.
I think we're in for a good first round series.
Yeah, absolutely. But just bringing it back to 2016-17 when the Oilers took on the Ducks in the second round. I like that storyline. It would just be fun. It's something new. Only have seen them go head to head twice in my life of covering this team now, which is fun. So I think that would be fun. But I like all their. Does Vegas, and question to the Nasties is, like, I know Big Uke is he's not changing his opinion now, which is okay. But does that worry you? Do the Vegas Golden Knights worry you more now than they did 2 weeks ago? Because for me, I'd say a little bit more than a little bit for me. Like, I know the teams that they played. It's been Vancouver, Flames, Edmonton, and then back to Vancouver. They're on a 4-game win streak. They have yet to lose. So those aren't really. Those aren't.
No, they're not world beaters. Those teams.
They're not. But I know we talked about this on Monday. I thought the Golden Knights looked a lot better against the Oilers in their most recent game than they did all season long. So, I don't know.
It's not going to be an easy first round regardless. I like Edmonton's chance against any one of those potential opponents.
Correct.
I didn't really want to say it last night on the postgame show, but these last few games, after that 5-game winning streak, I said it to Reed in the conference room earlier. I said, you know what it reminded me of? These last 3 games, that this Oilers team's still not there. They're not at that level the last 2 years.
From, the last 2 years.
It was a bit of a reminder.
Yeah.
And again, listen, in the playoffs, teams can get hot. They can find a groove. A goalie can get hot, and it can carry them to a championship. It can happen. And they have game breakers on this Oilers roster. But these last couple games, I'm just like, ugh. Still, it was a reminder to me, at least, that they're not quite at that next level. But we'll see what happens.
We will see. We will see. The playoffs are another beast. And as we've seen, this Oilers team, it's they do something a little differently in the playoffs. The last 2 years, is this year's Oilers team different? Time will tell. But playoffs right around the corner, baby. And I cannot wait, Tommy.
Beautiful. All right, let's get to the game day odds check brought to you by, or no, not game day odds check. That's for later tonight. The numbers game brought to you by Play Alberta. When you play in Alberta, it stays in Alberta. It's safe and secure. Revenue generated from Play Alberta is redirected into Alberta's General Revenue Fund, which is used to support programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. They have 4 games left. Trev, what's Edmonton's record in these last 4 games?
They have 4 games left. Yes, they do. They play the Sharks tonight.
You betcha.
Which they will win.
Okay.
And then I've just had the schedule. What are the last 3? And then it's Vegas on Friday.
Colorado Monday. Vegas Saturday. Sorry. San Jose tonight. LA Saturday afternoon.
Right.
Colorado Monday. And then they wrap up the season Thursday night against the Canucks.
I'm going to say the only game they lose is to the Avalanche. The last 4 games.
So 3-1 straight up.
3-1, baby.
What say you? 780-218-9999. 4 games left on the calendar. 2-1-1.
2-1-1. Yeah, I don't mind that.
2-1-1. Beat the Sharks.
Yeah, I think it'll be close.
Maybe an OTL in LA on Saturday, and then they're going to lose to Colorado.
Yeah. But depends. Are they having McKinnon in for that one? Are they having?
We'll see.
Natchez?
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Mo Geese, I hope I'm saying that right, 2.0 in the Nasty Chat said the Oilers can beat any team in round 1, but some matchups will be less physical and easier. Barry the Cheater says, I think that without a healthy Draisaitl and Hyman, Oilers' ability to win is greatly decreased, and it shows in their performance. Barry, that's fair. Absolutely. The Rookie says, I have no faith that they win tonight. Oh, no. And then Max Bezzozo, I see what you did here. I think it's time for the Fog to make a comeback. We missed it. He had another one earlier,
man, he's
too.
Clever.
Yeah, he has some good puns today.
Yes.
Yeah. Well done, Max Bezzozo. Chris G texting and says, hey, Tommy, why does San Jose Airport have a curfew? I think it's because there's a heavy dose of residential around there, and it's relatively close to the downtown.
It's too loud.
Yeah, and it's really loud from what I remember. So we would have to bus in and out of Oakland. And that was like another half hour to 40-minute drive, depending on traffic.
Ugh.
Which is okay. It was fine. But yeah, that's the only one that had the curfew.
That's crazy.
And then the other thing that was interesting that we would do sometimes, if you were flying to play the Ducks, you wouldn't fly to LAX most of the time. You'd go to John Wayne Airport in Anaheim, Santa Ana, somewhere around there. Or if it was too busy at LAX and John Wayne, we would bus to Ontario, where the Reign play, the Kings AHL team,
Yes.
and fly out of there.
Ontario Reign. Damn.
Yeah. Ontario, California.
Was it pretty awesome flying?
It was the best. It was charter. It was fantastic. I missed the plane. We were doing the 10-year celebration that you brought up of goodbye to Northlands Coliseum, aka Rexall Place. And my old Oilers TV crew, they were sending in pictures of back in the day, and someone sent a picture of us on the plane, and Kevin Lowe's dog was on the plane. He brought the dog on the trip, and he would throw the tennis ball down the aisle, and the dog would run back and forth, pet everybody on the way back. Yeah, and there's a picture of the dog. I was like, oh yeah, Kevin's dog.
Damn.
It was awesome. The flight crew is great. They take such good care of you. You get to know them. You party with them on the road.
Is anyone scared of flying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gene.
Oh really?
Gene's scared of flying. Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
There's a bunch of people that were scared of flying. I did a few flights because my first year with the team was Rod Phillips' the Swan Song where they did Rod's classics. He did 10 games that year, and he flew with us once or twice, I believe. And he did not like flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched him. Wayne Gretzky still hates flying.
Oh,
So when Wayne was still with the team, he would just come and talk to the media guys,
yeah.
and we would have some beverages,
Nice.
and just he would tell stories and shoot the breeze. And
That's cool, man.
I'll tell you one story real quick,
Please.
because my old camera guys from Oilers TV sent these pictures when we were looking back at Farewell Rexall. It was us in San Jose on the bus from the airport to the hotel. And it was a non-game day, and we had filed and did all of our work, so we had nothing to do the rest of the day. And Wayne came on the bus with a case of beer,
Oh,
and he was going around. He's like, "Who wants? And everyone's like, "No, man." And I remember Kevin Lowe going like, "Go back to the media, Wayne. Like, get out of here." And Wayne's like, "All right." And he just like he gives my camera guy Blaine a beer. Blaine's now with Bruins TV, and Blaine looks at me. He goes, "I'm like, you don't say no to Wayne."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, okay." And then I just feel like a cold one on my chest. Like, "Tommy, let's go." I'm like,
Sick.
"All right." I
Yes.
guess we're having beers. And Jack would have one, and we would just shoot the breeze with them. And
that's so cool, man.
then it was like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
And so I think all of us had like 3 beers in 20 minutes. Just trying to like be like, okay, yeah. And then
Yeah,
we'd
Wayne.
ask him.
This is my third one,
so-
Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
So it was cool. It was really
Some
neat.
brewskis
And
with the great one.
yeah.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
good job, Trev.
Thank you for sharing that.
Zach is here. Coob, what's coming up on EST Afternoons?
Well, it is Hernan Salas's return to
I've
EST
got something for that.
Afternoons.
Yes.
Absolutely monumental.
Yes.
Of course, we'll dive in the.
Sorry.
That's Legend of Zelda, right?
It is.
That sound clip?
Yes.
Okay. I should know that. I think I clipped it, but good call. Using
Attaboy,
those
Coop.
clips. Those are good. We'll dive into highlights, lowlights from the game yesterday. Lots of talk on what went down, and we'll preview the game tonight with Shang Peng from San Jose Hockey. Now we got
Great. Get.
Hernan's World.
Yes.
Too. We'll have some Masters talk, some Jays discussion as well. And the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay as we do every single day on EST Afternoons.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm sorry. I feel like Hernan when I
You're
yell.
pumped up. I
My
like
headphones
it.
are pretty loud.
It's going to be a great show. Joaquin in the house. Hernan in the house. Good to have him back. Coob is ready to rock and or roll. Trev, great stuff as always, my friend.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun all week with Tom Gazzola.
Awesome.
And this is it for me.
For now.
For on the Oil Street.
For now. Thank you to everybody who watched, everybody who listened. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you watched over on YouTube. We appreciate that so very much. I am live on location with Belzy and Derek Van Diest. Hudson's White Avenue tonight. Come join us for the watch party as the Oilers take on the San Jose Sharks. Edmonton looking to get back into the win column. Push ahead in the Pacific Division. Maybe win the division for the first time since 1987 when it was the Smythe Division. Now, of course, in the Pacific. For Trev, I'm Tommy. EST Afternoons coming up next. We'll talk to you later.